Breaking news, and it's good to have you here again, my dear people. And we know how the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has been causing a lot of atrocities, and we've been expecting that he should be the one rather ensuring that the country is in a safe place. But rather, we've been seeing his antecedents over time, and it has not been commendable. Well, the justice and Abubakar Malami has finally clashed because this time around, the CJ, and that is the Chief Justice of Nigeria, that is Tanko Mohammed, has said some things about Abubakar Malami. And when a country is set in a way that the politicians are higher than the law, then I'm sorry for such a country, and Nigeria is in such position. Well, guys, I'll bring you more details about this, but please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. All right, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Tanko Mohammed, on Tuesday picked holes in the claim by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami San, that the judiciary should be held responsible for delays in the trial and delivery of judgments on corruption cases involving politically exposed individuals, saying it appears to be one-sided. According to him, although the Nigerian judiciary is not here to lay claim to be perfect, but when the political and economic conditions under which it is operating is compared with its counterparts in other climes, it will be adjust a priced model. The CJN made the clarification in a statement by his senior special assistant on media, Ahuraka Isaiah, titled "Judiciary Can't Be Blamed for Delays in High-Profile Cases." He said the judiciary, by its constitutional position, did not have a criminal investigation unit or fraud detective squad to detect and investigate criminal involvement of any persons, nor did it have a garrison command to fight its cause or enforce its order and decisions. The statement read in part, "Only one hopes that these allegations against the judiciary by the federal government are not just a way of giving a dog a bad name so as to then hang it." More often than not, the federal government's prosecution sector files more charges than it can prove or provide witness to prove, ostensibly at times for the prosecution to even fail. The Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 under reference is infected with sores in some parts, making speeding adjudications improbable in some instances. In addition to high volume of cases, limited number of judges, poor infrastructure, or archaic equipment. While giving reasons for its underfunding of the judiciary, the federal government said on January 26, 2022, at the Nigerian Bar Association Justice Sector Summit 2022 in Abuja, that the judiciary has not been transparent in the spending of budgets allocated to it each fiscal year. Although the judiciary has refrained from joining issues all this while, but to state the fact in line with the budget call circular and sealing the federal government sent to the judiciary before the commencement of the fiscal year, the judiciary prepares its budget estimates for capital, overhead cost, and personal cost according to the ceiling, needs, and priority. The judiciary defends its budget before the Senate and the House of Representatives Committee on the Judiciary at the National Assembly, beside the initial vetting by the executive. It added the judiciary has an internal mechanism for budget control and implementation. Each court and judicial court body has a budget unit, the accounts department, internal audit, due process unit, as well as departmental tenders board. There is also a due process committee at the NJC and the Judicial Tenders Board that award contracts on expenditure above the approval limits of the accounting officer of the courts and judicial bodies. These layers of control were established by the judiciary to ensure transparency, accountability, and effective budget implementation. the type of transparency that the federal government has stressed. Similarly, by virtue of Section 88 and 89 of the 1999 Constitution, the National Assembly carries out oversight visits to the judiciary to monitor the implementation of its budget. Section 88, subsection 2b also mandates the National Assembly to expose corruption, inefficiency, or waste in the execution or administration of laws within its legislative competence and in the disbursement of administration of funds appropriated by it. Well, guys, you've seen that there's a lot that meets the eyes when it has to do with judiciary in the country, and as it is right now, there have been some issues between the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice, or would I say that the Chief Justice, because the Chief Justice is making complaints that a lot of things are not set straight with the judiciary, and there are some things they cannot continue to do as a body because they've not been given the go ahead. You know, Attorney General, that is Abubakar Malami, he is one person that is supposed to be ensuring that the judicial body is very functional in the country. But when someone is, deeply corrupt, what do you expect of such a person? If there is one person that is heavily corrupt in the administration of President Muhammad Buhari, is the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and yet they call him the Minister of Justice. What justice has he been able to bring out? Because the truth is, some of these things, sometimes we have to tell ourselves the truth in the face. If you call Malami the Minister of Justice, and yet innocent people do not get justice, and the guilty ones are yet getting justice for what they did. So what exactly, or what example is he setting? He has not set any example, and even the CGN is also saying that that department is not well funded, and yet the Attorney General is also claiming that there have been a bit of corruption in that department. If a thief is calling others a thief, who are we supposed to look to his direction? We've seen in so many instances where Abubakar Malami's name have been held and be called to be among certain things, and at the end of the day, what has been the outcome? Nobody has been able to hold him because, of course, he's bigger than the law. So these are things that should stop in the country, and I hope that the CGN will find its place and do what he is supposed to do. So guys, ensure your voice is heard and ensure you speak out when you're supposed to. So that is it from here, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Have a pleasant time. Bye for now.